Welcome back to my shop. In this project we're going to turn a small game, let's call it a game. It's not really a game, it's more like a toy, a small toy. And we're going to use this piece of English walnut that I've received a couple of years ago. It's 12.5 centimeters wide, which is about, well, it's exactly 5 inches, and it is 5 centimeters tall, so it's a little bit short of 2 inches. And the colors of this wood is absolutely amazing. As you can see, I have some heartwood and some sapwood. And also today I'm using for the first time my new crane setup for the camera, so I hope we'll get some nice new angles that we weren't able to see before.
There's a church on the corner of the street in my town, where the blind lead the blind to salvation. They surrender their wills and their $10 bills to the sky. And it's one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for some. And the melting pot's only got soup if you follow the one. And they'll fill your bowl if you sell your soul. And the spirit world is floating by, and you will live and you will die, and no one knows exactly why the spirit world still fighting. Palestine lives in confusion while Israel burns in the night, and they all want the same, just a place they can claim as their home. Oh, and they pray to the same God above them, who is looking down on the destruction, and how proud he must be of the death and debris and the blood that is shed in his honor. And the spirit world is floating by, and you will live and you will die, and no one knows exactly why the spirit world's still fighting. When Allah spoke words to Muhammad, he delivered a message of peace, and it spread through the land, but then died by the hands of a few. Now any brown man is feared as a killer, and he's got no idea why. He's just making a living and taking and giving and doing the best that he can. And the spirit world is floating by, and you will live and you will die, and someone knows exactly why the spirit world's still fighting. There's a church on the corner of the street in my town, where the blind lead the blind to salvation.
Think about you when I'm making a mistake, when I'm screaming at a man through the plexiglass of a store on the corner of my favorite avenue. My best friend's digging through his pockets for change as he counts. Turn with a smile on my face, I say I know that things are tight. Do you have enough for two? Say these types of things like to skip a generation, like the stones I've tossed and tossed across the rivers. Matter the length they go, will always sink to the river's bed. You were buried underneath the dirt and the sand. Current washed away your sins and you're a brand new man. You left everyone you had to try and stand on their own. Gives me comfort knowing that my son be okay. Notice it first when my eyes start to sag, when I look in the mirror when I'm done throwing back a couple double-bagged bottles as we sit in the van that's parked behind the bar. Above the front door hangs a neon lit key that greets us, meets us, never leaves our glasses empty. But it's me who always takes it too far. Say these types of things, they just run in your blood like it was sewn in your skin. You didn't have to sign up. No, it's one in the bag with the thief comes a running with the badge. Get the gun. You were scattered underneath the harvest moon, and the wind blew your ashes through the fields of your youth that you worked so hard on all your life. Now you're gone. It gives me comfort knowing that my son be okay. Be alright. Be okay. Be just fine. I picked it up quickly, yeah, it came in my sleep after a clumsy walk home through the spinning streets that led me back to a mattress on the floor. Sail off to that same old dream again. Get that uncomfortable, you look just like him, and boy, that man is quite a fish, so you best learn how to swim. Lived by a statement like that, would it make you happy? Maybe these things, they just skip a generation. Maybe these things, they really run in your blood, and maybe, just maybe, you never gave two shits about us. 'Cause you were buried underneath the dirt and the grass. The falling leaves pierce my shoulders like an arrow through the back. In that life that you left behind, they still love you. They still love you. Oh, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know. Oh, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know. Oh, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know. Sometime out of mind, I'd like to know her. You say in Versailles, but you're gonna stutter.
I wanted to stop for a minute and to show you a little bit of the details of the things that I did in order to create this windmill. And a part of being efficient, to have less friction as possible, it is best that the windmill has a concave place for the pole to meet. That way it will be the least amount of friction possible, at least with these means. And just to show you how efficient that is, as you can see now it is standing still, and here is a candle, and it's quite a small flame, but I'll place it under the windmill at the bottom, and that's about 10.5 inches above the candle, and it will obviously spin, and then I'll take the candle away and it will stop. Takes a couple of seconds for it to gather speed. And this is really a small flame on this candle. I don't know why it is that small. And I'll take the candle away, and it will stop turning. So what I've used is one of those buttons that come in pairs, that clamps on a cloth. I hope you can see it well. Maybe I'll have a larger picture shown here in the video. And I reversed it and put it into a hole on this piece of scrap wood, because the problem with this little button is that it actually it is punched in to the top, so there's an inverse pyramid on the bottom of this. So I took a drill bit this is a metal drilling bit that fits exactly inside the hole, and I lightly gave it a few taps while turning it, and I actually inverse the shape inside. And here is our final product. As you can see, the windmill is powered just fine by this small candle. Let me give you a different angle so you could appreciate the details.
Yeah. No, fall apart, baby. You're coming my way. Loving so good, you gotta let me stay. Your talk all night, I was listening in. Won't you take my time, but you're blocking my end. I say we both got made up by the way of love. It was a holding fine, but not.
I hope you enjoyed this week's project, and I hope to see you back in my shop soon.